Oi! Doig! Do you want to trade? Qua Walemsek.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I will see you later.
Take care, my...
Kill these blue bloods!
Maybe enlightenment will protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies. protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimmer Dam.
Protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimmer Dam.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimmer Dam.
Ato on Almanawi. Do you see anything you would like to exchange? If you want to trade again, you know where to find me.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Deirdre requested that I ask for your clan's help. She intends to attack a camp of the Ordo Luminis to set free their prisoners.
The Ordo Luminis?
It's the name of the Inquisition. The Red Suns, if you prefer.
Di Sol Lasser. I see. What have they done this time?
They're still trying to convert your people by force. Those who do not accept the Enlightened are taken to this camp, where they are tortured and killed if they keep resisting. Deirdre needs more warriors for this attack.
The Gaius Rad have been deeply weakened by our defeat against the Lions.
Deirdre told me that you were in her debt.
I am, but she's asking a lot more than what we owe. Our clan might not survive this battle.
By fighting alongside Deirdre, you will strengthen your alliance with her. And if some settlers were to attack you, she would surely come to your rescue.
You are not wrong. If there's a risk we might become even weaker, we need her support. I will gather my warriors and talk to them. Did you want anything else?
Thanks. Goodbye, Izeld.
Gaius Rad, Deirdre and her Sengedin Anadas will fight against the Sol Lasser, who torture and kill our brothers. She's asking us to fight alongside her, to set our people free and stop these monsters. Shall we rise to her call?
Our spears will rise in defense of our people.
Then it is done. Let's raise our spears and leave for battle. You can leave with a peaceful mind. My warriors will fight alongside yours, and we will meet near the camp of the Sol Lasser.
At all on Almanawi. Do you want to try?
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
Close to his richness. Close to his richness.
Here
Bit of
comes
poison
our
on my
pay,
blade.
boys.
Then let's go!
We're almost at the fort. Should we wait here until nightfall?
Yes, let's.
There you are. And I see that you have brought the guy's rad with you.
We could not let the Sengedin Anadas take all the glory.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Ezeld, daughter of Bladnid.
Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
We will be as discreet as a group of docentats. They won't hear us coming.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
So, this is the place where my people are being tortured. I hope we're not arriving too late.
Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
In that case, the toughest fights will take place outside. That is where I want to be.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
Have you thought about how you'd want us to conduct this assault?
We're behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near-simultaneous assaults. The first, larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can, and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in the front of the building, focus on the right wing.
Good. This way we'll attack them from 2 sides simultaneously.
We will conduct the first assault, and then we will go back to intercept the ones who run away.
Excellent idea. Are you ready for the assault?
When it comes to setting our brother free, we are always ready.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you are in position.
my blade. Then let's go!
Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the Inquisitors kill them all.
Poison my blade. Then let's go!
We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to these cells. Wait here for now. We are still fighting outside.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now. We're done here. Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
These are nice. See. Will you be brave enough to fight?
Fight! Maxie, go on!
So, Renaigse, will you be brave enough to fight?
How awful. Prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here. How did the battle go for you?
We prevailed. Your plan was good on Olmonawi.
Congratulations. We were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive.
Do not worry. We will bring them back to Vedluk, so their wounds can be treated. You have shown bravery and righteousness. I will not forget it. I hope to see you in the village again soon.
Here comes our way, boys!
Let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this feint!
Kill these blue bloods!
And let's go!
Nestiri!
Our products are a blend. Don't hesitate. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine.
What do you want from me, my daughter?
Lady de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah! The congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my daughter. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the Blood Plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I have come to inform you of the crimes committed by the Inquisition on these lands. The Ordo Luminis captured and tortured many islanders in a secret camp in order to convert them. Most of them were executed because they refused to renounce their beliefs. Of course, I put an end to all this at the demand of Queen Deirdre, and the camp was dismantled.
How could such villainous acts take place without anyone informing me of them? Do you have proof of what you're saying?
Indeed. Here. This should convince you of my good faith.
I cannot believe it. May the enlightened devour these wicked fools. Do you have an explanation, Domitius?
Your Eminence, I am at a loss for words. I assure you that I did not know anything about this.
This does not mean that you are exempt from reproach. You should know what your order is doing on this island. But Your Excellency, it seems to me as if you have overstepped the boundaries. You could have informed me of the situation, but you chose to fight priests of Thélème instead. Are you trying to break the alliance between your nation and ours?
Your Eminence, I intervened at the demand of the natives, who are our allies as well. And I would have come to inform you of the situation if I hadn't thought you might give more credit to the Inquisition than to these poor people.
You should have let me be the judge of that, Your Excellency. You underestimated us.
Protect me in this battle! Close to it, sir.
Wedem te gewedent. Bo. Echte Heleona. Na fravin quadaragames nes lochtom.
Estrag mek mal.
Bud veganai. Sagis radai da rodo e diernas hach gedachtas. Sio daidone quaig sarir. Bier da leer gan sio diod hair.
Kloisto mal.
Ages radei. Da grimo deridore nadi sassunus edi.
What were they saying, Siora?
The chief regrets the loss of the prisoners of the bridge. She said that the Mistress of Wisdom at the Vikshadir should be informed.
Vikshadir?
It is the village of the Great Hunt. It can be found to the northeast. There should be a path that leads us there close by.
Good day. I'm looking...
What are you doing here? You are in a hidden village, a sacred village. The Renaigse have no place here.
I seek audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna Hakkadactus. Do you know where I can find her?
The Tierna is in her home. She goes, she comes as her heart desires. Only her Voglendaig must know. And if I knew where she was, it's not me who is going to tell her, Renaigse. Go away, leave me alone now. I have much to do. The great hunt is coming.
Please now. I wish her no harm. I just need to speak with her.
You speak well and say pretty things, but it is by your doings that you will be judged.
Then, in that case, tell me what I can do.
There is much to be done in this season. And Pedir, the great gatherer, has not returned from the woods.
Very well. Would you like me to go and get him?
That would be good.
Bortir to Madre Naixi.
Good day. I seek the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna Hakkadactus.
I have no idea what you want with her, but no one in the village will tell Renaigse where to find her.
I do not seek to harm her, only to speak with her.
I don't know where she is. Her Voglendaig might know, but I think he will tell you nothing. You are in one of the most sacred villages of our lands. The Renaigse are not welcome here, and we are busy making ready for the great hunt.
Maybe I could help you with something.
Help us? Why not, after all? It would speak well of your intentions. During the great hunt, we place bells on the path to keep the animals away. During the last hunt, there was a great storm, and the bells were badly damaged.
Would you like me to repair them?
That would be good. If not, we need to make new ones, and I am afraid we will not have the time.
Hello. Are you Pedir? People in the village are worried about you.
Esqueto, Arenaixe, that I know no more if I am what you say. In truth, I fear being dust, waiting to settle on the earth.
What has happened to you? Why such despair?
My eyes have clouded. I see no more, nothing at all. I was once the great gatherer.
But by the devils, why have they sent a blind man to gather herbs?
No one knows. I said nothing to them. I know my village so well that I do not need to see to wander through it. But I can no longer gather the herbs of the sacred dye. I know they are here in these woods, but I cannot find them.
Very well. Can you tell me which plants you need? If you are certain that they are somewhere in this patch of woods, it won't be difficult.
But how am I to guide you? The names we give to these plants are not the same as the names you give them.
Describe them to me. I think I'll find them.
One is a blue flower, the other a green mushroom, and the last ingredient is a blackberry.
Very well. Don't go anywhere. I will take care of it. I am back, Padilla.
Yes?
I found the herbs that you were looking for. Here.
Thank you. You are good for a Renaik, say. I did not know your kind bore souls such as you. I may return to the village now.
I will tell them that you're on your way.
Thank you again. But I ask you, do not tell them what you have learned about me. I do not wish that they treat me like a broken cripple.
Goodbye, Padilla. Looking where it's been hung, it isn't surprising that these chimes are making no sound. They're far too low and can't catch the wind. The base of this bell is damaged. That's why it no longer makes a sound. I need to build a new one.
Welcome! It's such... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
The best forge in Tyr for a day. Oh. The best forge in... Oh. Want armor that fits... Oh. The best forge in Tyr for a day. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
Oh. The best forge in Tearfredy!
Oh, it's you on Olmenawi! See, I received beautiful things from our village.
Let's get rid of these
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The Enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I am not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning. With the right antidote, I think we could get him back on his feet.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Onol Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegad is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us. I have to go.
Like so many others.
Here you are again. What do you want?
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegad.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children. You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Where am I?
You're in Eden.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who are at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now. do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
You're perfectly right, my child. This passage must have been cleared by the expedition. We should follow it.
All I did was bring you...
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing, and I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not...
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions. And now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias. But their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. There was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well? I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind, with a mace, most likely.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind, with a mace, most likely.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Our enemies!
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Lowola. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation. Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues...
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Taleme. But he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next. Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. But it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation, and want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Do you think you can face a woman of faith?
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this, as a token of gratitude for shedding light on these dismal events. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
I've never been that far into the swamp. But if I was to live here, I would look for a drier place. In this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
A cavern. Hermits often choose places like this when they want to live away from the world. This is incredible. People live here and send around this place. You have to run. magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichtemen. I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the...
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duistad en on mil frichtemen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon mil frichtemen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him. It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here. In this cavern where our founder lived. I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Thélème, finished his life worshipping the islanders' god. This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the natives.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
I understand you must be concerned. Great revelations are often followed by a trail of blood. But if what we found was revealed, my people could live in peace with the priests at last.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I will see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
can't do that.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On another, he prayed to the god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this
chaplet. I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil? How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
And see who the light will favor.
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Face a woman of faith. I cannot believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Matthias. They will not dare to attack you there. And we will have to take care of Bishop Domitius. He will do everything he can to discredit us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
And if you will allow me to attend the hearing, I would be delighted to support you.
Your help will be precious to us, Father. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content. And I will meet you at the palace in San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival. Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your achievements and telling me about the incredible discoveries you've made.
These relics shed a new light on the last years of our founder. It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but, on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals, merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary. But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matthias without a doubt. He's depicted with his chaplet. In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, his face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There's no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any. The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a nardaig. These guardians usually protect sacred places, and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
It seems that you only see the negative aspects of this discovery, but the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them. Something no other nation has managed to achieve before.
It is a good argument, Your Excellency. I hadn't thought about that.
Your Eminence, all of this is grotesque and dangerous. The congregation is clearly trying to ridicule us. Even if these frescoes are real and old, who's to say they represent reality? This is surely the naive vision that the islanders had of our founder, nothing more. Our duty is to bury all this in order to preserve our nation from the heretical beliefs of the savages.
You were so eager to bury our discoveries that you were ready to bury us with them. A group of the Ordo Luminous attacked us while we prepared to come here.
Really? Your Eminence, I assure you that I had no idea. We would never harm a diplomat. It was probably the desperate action of an overly fervent group. But, alas, it is a fair reflection of what will happen if these discoveries are made public.
You are responsible for the members of the Ordo Luminous on this island, Domitius. I am counting on you to ensure that this kind of act never happens again.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown. Saint Matthias shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to think about. Thank you.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
I understand your doubts about the future, which are inevitably caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet in the end, he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Matthias.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your Excellency, I thank you for the help you have given us. Your sincere insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency. Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
Hello, milady. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet, your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor, because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naught's secrets. But the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.